What's the story, wrestling fans? Tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story include NXT TakeOver Cardiff
and AEW All Out.
All that and more coming up. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and after every pay-per-view. Hello, Scott and Jordan.
How's it going, guys? My girl Kaylee Ray did it. Yeah, she did. People on Twitter said Hangman Page is buried. Best match today was between Omega and Pac, Walter and Bate, and Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks. I can agree with that.
I like the Walter and Bate match.
I am also going to say the Walter and the Bate match was the best match of today.
Yeah, definitely.
For me. So, we're going to start with TakeOver, and then we're going to talk about AEW. So, we start off the TakeOver card. I felt like the start of it was, very slow, and I didn't love the beginning.
Yeah, it was okay. Hey, James.
How's it going? Walter and
cool.
Bate had me conflicted. I thought Bate was going to win many times. Me too. I did too. When, I talked about this, I was like, okay, so I want Tyler Bate to win. If we were doing predictions, that would be my pick. It'd be dumb because I knew he wasn't going to win. But I still had that glimmer of hope that he would.
I thought he got knocked out there once when he bounced his head off the turnbuckle there, the metal pole. Yeah. Not so much the turnbuckle, just
but the outside,
the pole
itself.
Yeah.
So we start off the card with Noam Dar versus Travis Banks. I thought it was a good match. I just didn't really care for it.
No.
It was a very slow beginning, as I said, and I didn't love this.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of a slow match, It seemed like it's just dragging out.
I don't know. I wanted Banks to win too. I don't know if it was more so me just not liking Noam Dar or if the match was just slow.
Scott, I thought the
UK takeover, it was really good.
Yeah.
For the most part. After I got past the first two matches, I was good and I loved everything else.
Well, I thought the Cesaro Dragunov match was pretty good.
I did too. I didn't really care for that because it was Dragunov and I didn't really like him.
Yeah, I know.
But everything else was amazing and I loved everything else. So, anyways, Toni lost. I'm heartbroken. Hopefully she gets called up to face Becky and not that crybaby Sasha. James, she's fighting Sasha anyways, whether Toni gets called up or not.
Well, I wonder if Toni's not hurt.
Yeah, we could talk about that in a minute because I knew there were some rumors surrounding when we talk about our match in just a second. A couple things that I noticed. So Noam Dar gets the win. Again, it's probably why I didn't care for this match is because I don't like him. So then we get Cesaro. Cesaro said he was going to show up to TakeOver and he was going to get a more hands-on approach. So he had a match. Ilja Dragunov answered his challenge, and they had a good match. Thought Dar was hurt. Yeah, he was. He pretends to be hurt. And
the time.
All the time. I think that's another reason why I just don't like the guy.
Yeah.
The match is good. This is our and Dragunov match. It was a good match. I just, like I said, I didn't really care for it just because I don't really like Dragunov.
Well, and I think that's one of the big things is if you don't like somebody, it makes it tough to.
It did, yeah. It made the first two matches.
But I thought overall, I thought this match was good. So sorry,
I did too.
The tag team
at least Ono could have somebody to carry him.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fine.
That'd be an interesting tag team.
So Cesaro gets the win, which at first I was kind of questioning because I was like, it really doesn't do much for him. And you'd think they'd want him to put over the talent.
Well, and that's the big thing is
that didn't really make sense to me at first, and then he got back in the ring and it looked like he was going to attack him, but he didn't. He ended up shaking his hand. So I guess just to give him the rub maybe.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I just didn't really understand.
I think it's kind of to help get Dragunov over is what I thought. Cesaro versus Walter. It depends on what they're going to do with him. I mean, if the plan, the way I took it, this was just going to be a one-time thing for Cesaro at NXT UK.
I was thinking about it. Hey, Colin. Yo, what up?
How you doing,
I thought
Colin?
you went to bed like 30 minutes ago.
He decided to stay up and watch the show.
Okay. Dragunov should have won. It didn't make sense. See, that's kind of where I came from. And my standpoint was like, if he was supposed to put over the talent, then I don't see why he needed to win. But, like I was saying, if he is staying in NXT UK, I'm thinking about sleeping. Well, I mean,
that's the important thing. You're just thinking about.
If he's staying in NXT UK, I wonder if that would be because Sheamus isn't coming back, and they want to put him on a different brand. He came there to bury the talent. I wonder if they wanted to move him over to put him in a fresh.
Well, I don't know because
the crowd liked him.
Well, I was gonna say because this match was a good match, and
the crowd loved him. Yeah,
but in the way he came back out and shook Dragunov's hand and everything, I think that probably got Dragunov over. More than or as much as if Dragunov had won the match. Yeah. Because I mean, overall, it's a good match. So I think that could be part of it.
Yeah. Yeah? I don't know. So I'm very curious to see what they do with him. Colin, whatever. It didn't count. He beat me, okay? We made predictions on our own time for both shows. He beat me twice. And now he's like, hand me the belts. And I was like, I told you. One time the belt isn't going to be on the line.
You're not even the champion, so what is he talking about?
I know. I told him. I said the one time the belt isn't on the line, you're going to get a bunch right.
Cesaro is great. I haven't been a huge fan of Cesaro, but
I haven't either. And like I said, go ahead.
It's starting to kind of grow on me with him.
I hammered you. You did.
I think that
you did. I'm not denying that.
He does a good job. I think he could wrestle anybody.
I think so.
And have a decent match.
I think so. I would say so. At first, when he went out on his singles, I was like, I don't know if he's going to be able to hold his own just because he just doesn't strike me as a singles competitor. And all we've seen him do in the last 5 years, 5, 6, maybe longer than that, years, is that he's been a tag team wrestler. Yeah, he said, I saw that on Twitter. He was like, I can finally eat my favorite fruit again. Yeah. An apple. I can bite into it and not have to worry about my braces. Yeah. Fun. Good for him. And someone underneath is like, bro, I hope you,
Thanks, James. Good luck with your interview.
All right. Thanks, James.
What time do you interview tomorrow? Or Monday?
Monday, not
Sorry.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Sunday. Monday.
Someone was like, oh, yeah, make sure you still wear your mouthpiece.
It is tomorrow for some people.
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow.
So it'd be, so it would be
several minutes
technically
for us.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Monday. Tomorrow, Monday, whatever. We're just confusing people now.
That's cool, Jordan.
That's totally fine. I gotta work in 7 hours. Scott.
Yeah. It's always great, isn't it?
All right, Jordan, you have a good night, too.
Have a good night, Jordan. Thanks for stopping by.
It's Sunday already. Don't confuse me.
Hey, it's still Saturday here.
Yeah, for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Cesaro. Curious to see what they do with him, and we'll, go from there.
Yes.
So, then we get... Whoa, what a match. Gallus versus Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster versus the Grizzled Young Veterans for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Okay, so my initial thoughts were that Gallus was going to win just because they've been booked strongly the last still Saturday for 2 hours here. Well, darn.
We've got
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Monday, 9 a.m.
Cool. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah. So I thought Gallus was for sure going to win just because of how strongly they've been booked in the last several weeks, months, you know. So I was thinking Gallus. That was my pick. And then I was like, as the match went on, I was like, you know, I'd really like to see Mark Andrews and Morgan Webster be the tag champs. There were several times they got near falls, and I about died.
Well, I
freaked out.
I hate these type of matches.
You were there. I, got up. Zach Gibson or whatever.
Yeah, I wish I would have,
I wish you would have filmed it too, man, because I freaked out. Yeah, this match was too predictable.
I think it was too predictable, but I thought it was a good match.
I did too. I freaked out when Zach Gibson, they took the guy and they threw him out, but then the other one, James Drake, he went after the other guy. And I for sure thought they were retaining. I hopped up out of my seat and I ran around the room screaming a couple times. And then I sat down and I was like, oh my gosh, no, they're not retaining. Oh, So
I want to riddle things to the first AEW World Champion.
I mean, maybe we got to get his take. Somebody should go interview him or something.
He'll probably put it on Twitter here soon anyway.
Probably.
If he hasn't already.
You know, if they pulled Goldberg in and put him as the first AEW champ, I'm sure he would have had a video up the minute after it happened.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's had beef with Jericho, too, so, you know. There'll be a video up probably within the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
I would assume.
I was surprised they went with Jericho.
I'll share my thoughts in a little bit because I'll share my thoughts in a little bit.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Mastiff.
In fact,
Coffey, right?
We're
That's
getting ready to
next.
talk about that.
So, anyways, Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, they're the new champs, and I was uber-duper excited. He should have live streamed it. So then we get Joe Coffey versus...
I would have had to follow her around the house.
Oh, yeah.
Because she, walked around that, screaming, oh, so close!
Yeah, it was quite a match.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. So Joe Coffey versus Dave Mastiff in a last man standing match. I thought this was excellent.
Yeah. It's another good match, I thought.
Everything here was great. Joe Coffey ended up getting the win. I can't say I didn't expect it, but I didn't expect it because I picked Dave Mastiff to win.
Yeah, I mean, it was another good match. I thought it was,
It was amazing.
Oh, definitely.
I agree.
I think that it was one of those that...
The AEW Women's Battle Royal was a lot of botch moves.
I saw a lot of botch moves in the AEW tonight.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too, because there was a lot. Several.
I thought this match was really good. I thought it was
questionable things. Second best match on the card. For me, I think the tag match is the second best match on the card, and then this would be the third one.
Yeah,
sorry, Colin.
I mean,
you can kill me later.
The tag match and this match were kind of...
They were neck and neck, but I feel like the tag match was
really
better.
I thought all three of the matches were solid.
I did too.
With the Bate Walter match being the best, but just by a little bit, because I thought all three of these matches were really good. I was a little disappointed in the women's match.
Me too. We're gonna talk about that now. So, nope, you're wrong, Maven. Okay then, I'll be wrong. You're the prediction champ now, apparently. So let me be right. Just this one time. You already killed me. Just let me live for a minute. Thank you. The women's match, Bate versus Walter, went an hour. I know, it was insane and I loved it. Toni versus Kaylee Ray. Hashtag Maven's always right. Scott, thank you so much for backing me up on this, because I think I'm always right, generally speaking here. I think I'm always right.
Even when you're wrong, you think you're right, so what's the difference?
Exactly. Hashtag Maven's always right. Get that trending. All right, guys. Toni versus Kaylee Ray. This was a little disappointing. This match was cut short, I think. It was a pretty short match. Toni lost her title, which I was pretty much expecting going in because of the speculation and the rumors that she was injured. Now, thought process behind this was because she's injured, they're probably, if it's bad enough, they'll have her drop the title.
Yeah.
In which she did, which makes me think that those rumors were true and she is injured, because I don't know why else they would have had her drop the title. If not for that. cut short so the main event could be an hour.
I think...
Maybe, but my theory behind this was maybe they pulled in Cesaro and the Ilja Dragunov match because they knew that the Toni Storm and Kaylee Ray match was going to be cut short because Toni's injured and she can't go that long.
Yeah.
So then they were like, okay, we want to fill the time so we don't have to shorten the time frame, so let's just throw in Cesaro versus Dragunov instead to extend it out.
Yeah. That's kind of what we talked about, was possibility of that match being thrown in there just
since
because
it
Toni
wasn't
Storm...
announced, like, legit until Tuesday.
Yeah.
That Cesaro was going to be there.
Well, and usually they only have, like, 5 matches.
Yeah, generally. So I wonder if they knew going in Toni was injured. They didn't want to have the match longer. I don't even know if it was 30 minutes. Maybe, like, 20?
I don't think it was 30 minutes.
Toni could just go challenge
Rhea in NXT when Rhea wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Well,
that'd be excellent.
That's one of the things we talked about was possibly her going
moving her over to NXT. And I could also very well see her going up to the main roster to help out the women's division up there. I think that would make more sense than putting her on NXT.
Yeah.
As of right now, just to help plump up the women's division on the main roster.
But I'm not sure that she's not hurt, like, legitimately
again,
hurt.
There were a whole bunch of everything out there that she was injured. She was pulled off of events, and they didn't know why. And people just speculated it was probably because she's injured, and I would assume that that's correct.
Yeah.
Because she dropped her title.
She'll get what chance
on the main roster, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll suck.
Yep.
But if it came down to Toni versus Becky for the Raw Women's title, who y'all think I will go with?
Becky.
I would say so, Becky.
Yes. Because you got the big shrine for her already. Not that you don't have Tony's shrine going, Becky. But you have the Becky shrine going, James. We know about that.
Yeah. So.
First defense against Piper. Those two have great matches. Yes.
Hopefully. I would hope so. I think that would be good. I mean, again, we always have Xia Brookside that they have something there because I thought she won the Battle Royal. But
the one thing about NXT Takeover or NXT UK's women's division.
I went Stephanie McMahon versus Becky. Why?
The NXT UK women's division, I think, is probably one of the better, probably the best women's division out there.
Probably, yeah.
As far as depth.
Like, as it stands right now, yeah.
So, I think there's a lot of people that you could put in to face Kaylee Ray.
Yeah. So then we get...
And by a lot, I mean, 4 or 5.
What I'm going to say here, this is in the running for Match of the Year.
The next one?
Yes.
Tyler Bate versus Walter.
It should be in the running for Match of the Year.
Yeah,
if it's
definitely
not, I will be completely shocked.
It should be.
Because this match was epic.
Yes.
Like, it had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. It was kind of like the Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano 2 match. Where I was like, jeez, this is like, no, I can't believe that happened. What? Like, it was that same sort of reaction, and I said that Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano match, the second one, should be in the running for Match of the Year. And now,
I don't know. I think this match is better.
I do too.
I think this match was better, no doubt. No question. This match was just the whole thing.
It was excellent.
Yeah.
Like, it made Tyler Bate look so good. Like, standing up to Walter and, like, he's like this big, humongous dude. And Tyler Bate is, like, repeatedly getting knocked back down, and he gets back up
and
again.
I think something else he did
and picks the dude up and throws him across the ring.
But I think it showed that Walter is a little more athletic than what a lot of people think he might be.
Might think he could be.
Because, some of the things he was doing, I didn't really expect him to do.
He gets on the freaking top rope. He did like a moonsault, something off the top rope.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. It was something. It was assault.
Yeah.
Not assault. It was a space salt.
Yeah.
It was something. It was like a flip off the top rope, and then he did a splash off the top rope.
Kylie Ray asked for a release and will not be coming back to you.
Oh.
Interesting.
How sad. Who beats Walter? Alexander Wolf. Because if anybody paid attention, at the end of the match, Imperium stood on top of the stage, and Alexander Wolf was on that side of Walter. Walter was standing here, and he holds his title up on this side, and Alexander Wolf, he just, like, looks up, and he's like, "You're coming to me."
Yeah.
Sometime soon.
By the way, hi, Matt.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Matt. How's it going? Really?
I thought it was a good match.
I thought this
Even for as long as it was, I thought it was a good match.
Tonight. Best match of the whole day.
Yeah.
Like, no question.
I would agree.
So I think Alexander Wolf is going to be the one to beat Walter for the title.
Yeah.
I think they're going to break up Imperium, and it's going to happen. I think that's who's going to beat
him, too.
My next question is, after all of this was over and Imperium left, we were left with Tyler Bate in the ring, and then Pete Dunne and Trent Seven, they both came in to comfort him, so to speak. And that it kind of looked like it might have been his goodbye to NXT UK, but I don't know. So do you think that Tyler Bate could be moving up or moving over to the other NXT brand?
Yeah, it could be moving just over to NXT.
But then that leaves, because Dunn already moved to NXT. He's on NXT right now. Of course, he can always come back to NXT UK. But then that'll leave Trent Seven there by himself, which I don't know if they would want to do. So they might move him over with him because they did their whole tag team thing.
Yeah, well, it'll be like when NXT starts up at 2 hours, they're gonna have some stuff to fill in, and
so I'm very curious.
It'll be interesting to see.
Toni Storm is moving to NXT USA or US too.
I figured she would. I just don't know if she's gonna do it right away.
I don't either, especially if she's injured.
Yeah.
Just because, it wouldn't make any sense to me to move somebody over at the moment that's injured. Let him recover.
So why Kylie Ray asked for a release?
Yeah, do you have any information on that?
It's not like, they've had anything big going.
No, and it's not like anything's happened.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't had any issues as far as everybody knows.
Yeah.
Like, unless there was something, like, behind the scenes. Well, that's kind of sad, though, because, like, I don't know, I think she brought, like, a big draw to the women's division because a lot of people knew who she was, and it was like Britt Baker. People knew who Britt Baker was.
Well, unless it's one of those things where they weren't going to give her the title right away and she threw a fit.
Maybe. Who asked for their release?
Kylie Ray from AEW.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like that's a little disappointing. Just because I think she could have had it big.
Yeah, because I think that she would have...
if not right away.
Yeah, I mean, she would have been one of the bigger stars in
and she didn't strike me as the type to... Yeah. She deleted her social media, and no one has heard from her since Double or Nothing. I knew that. I used to follow her. I was like, what the heck happened to her account? And then I looked it up one day.
And we actually, we talked about that. Who reported that? Brad Shepard. Actually, Tony Khan, Matt said that Tony Khan
said that...
confirmed that Kylie Ray asked for a release and will not be coming back to AEW.
Yeah. Which, again, like I said, it's really disappointing because I think she had a lot of potential and could have been a huge star. And I would hope that she didn't strike me as the type of person that would, be just with, like, her, and I don't know if it would just be, like,
Fight for Last Tony.
Just, like, her personality on screen or whatever, but, like, she just didn't strike you as that type of person that would throw a fit if she wasn't going to be given a title shot right away.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, I wonder what it was. It might be on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm checking here.
Because Fightful will put up their videos after the fact, and I'll have to look at it by my phone just died, so. Anyways. Moving on to All Out. We start off with the buy-in, the pre-show, with the Women's Battle Royal. I liked Kaylee Ray I like Kaylee Ray and I love Toni, but I couldn't get into that match. It just felt very short and like rushed.
Yeah, I thought.
And
it
like I
went
said, I
fast.
wonder if that was because Toni's injured and they didn't want to have her in the ring for all that long, or what? Oh, one thing I do want to say is that like Kaylee Ray almost completely missed Toni when she hopped, like she did a running dive out of the ring. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
She, like, legit almost missed Toni, and it was kind of scary.
Yeah. Yeah, she almost, like, landed on her head.
Like, it was not good.
She barely hit Toni. So, I mean, that was, total botch.
So, we get the Women's Battle Royal for AEW. What?
How about that CM Punk appearance and the GTS he hit on Jericho?
Are you being, like, real or sarcastic?
Did we miss something?
No. Are you being sarcastic?
I think he's making it up.
I was going to say,
Matt's making it up.
if you're being sarcastic with me, please stop. Because I almost believed you.
Yeah. Matt's a troll.
Good. I was going to say, I'm not that, like, blind. I didn't miss it. I was sitting there.
That's because he did it back in the locker room. when no one was looking.
Matt, stop.
Tony
Messing with me.
I don't have, like, anything official, but I do see a thing here that says Tony Khan announced that Kylie Ray asked for her release, and it was granted.
I wonder why. Maybe stuff will come out later.
And that's not even on, like, Fightful. That's on...
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It's already on Wikipedia. Colin. Anyways, folk. I'm finally going to bed. See ya. Okay.
Night, Colin.
See you later. Talk to you later. I'm done with the CM Punk returning crap.
Or yeah, creep. I think it gets sold.
Whatever. He like said himself today at one of the signings. He'd be like, I'm not showing up.
Yeah, he did say that.
Like I just thought I'd tell you guys I'm not showing up.
Yeah.
So anyways, the Women's Battle Royal. This was kind of disappointing.
Overall, I thought the AEW pay-per-view was disappointing.
Kind of disappointing. I think this was fine. Do I think it was better than other buy-ins?
No.
Nyla Rose ends up getting the win. I'm totally fine with this. I don't have a problem with her. I don't care how awesome that spot was. The Canadian Destroyer off the ladder was unnecessary. I thought it was cool. I'm sorry, Matt.
I liked all that.
I like the fact that the one dude was like, yeah, sure, go ahead and almost kill me. We'll get it over.
Yeah.
Like, I did think that it was kind of cool.
Can't wait for Brandy Rhodes to win the title.
It might have been unnecessary, but it was cool. Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. Awesome Kong will probably win it, and then she'll take it from her.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm assuming. So, Nyla Rose ends up getting the win. Like I said, I'm completely fine with this. The Bucks no-sold it. I don't have a problem with this at all. So she gets to go fight for the title.
Yeah. Again, I just wasn't, like...
impressed?
No, like, the match, I wasn't, like... I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm expecting too much. And maybe part of it is because there's, like, no storylines with, like... Or for the most part, the storylines are, like, nah.
I think it was, like, an okay pay-per-view, but, like, it wasn't like the other ones have been where they've, like, wowed me, you know?
Well,
there
some
were
of
a
the other
couple
ones,
spots that I was like, oh, that was sick.
Some of the other ones, you know, you've had, like, some storylines with some of the stuff.
And then there are, like, some, like, I'm just not a Nyla Rose fan. I had Britt Baker or Bea Priestley. I thought Britt Baker was going to win.
That's who I thought was going to win.
That was my pick, and I think it would have made sense.
Yeah.
Don't come for me, Nyla Rose fans. I don't know. I just didn't, like, Nyla Rose hasn't had the best showing. They haven't treated her poorly, but they haven't put her in a good position.
No.
In the last several months, they put Awesome Kong in the match, and she barely got focused on in that one. She pretty much got taken out in the beginning, and then wasn't really involved the rest of the time. And it was down to... Yeah, but it's clear Britt and Bea are going to keep beating, which I like. I'm all for that. I'm totally for that. And then at the last pay-per-view or whatever, they had Nyla get beat by... Didn't she get beat by the tiny little Riho?
Yeah.
They had her beat by Riho, and I was like... She just... They're not doing things very...
I think the one thing,
I don't know.
Anybody asking for release from AEW right now just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
And I wonder if it's, like, there was talk about Kylie's health being an issue.
Yeah.
Like, there was something with her health.
Yeah.
And so I could understand if it was for that standpoint. That she's like, okay, I can't do this because of that. But, like, if it was anything other than that, you'd kind of be like, that is disappointing. Because they're a new company, and they're just getting on their feet.
Well, and I think the big thing is when they start having their weekly shows where you're going to... after a couple weeks in the weekly show, if you're not getting the attention you want, then I could see someone going, hey, I'm just, like...
But, like, right off the bat, when they haven't really done anything yet, I do think it's disappointing.
Pac versus Paige is continuing. Nyla Rose is going to squash that 98-pound girl. Yes. I agree.
I don't know.
She's going to throw it through the side of a wall.
Yeah, she had a match with her already, and she got beat. You ask for your release after you just signed the contract for a few years. Just weird to me. Yeah. Exactly. That 98-pound girl pinned Nyla Rose at Fyter Fest, which is why I was like, oh, she's probably going to beat her for the title. Watch. I would love to see Nyla Rose as the first champ.
Well, Nyla Rose was like, I don't know. Just, I wouldn't, but she just doesn't like...
I think part of the issue is that, like, they haven't put her in, like, where you could see her as a championship contender or a championship holder right now.
Yeah.
Just because of the way they've put her, the position they put her in the last, like, 3 months.
Yeah.
Where she's been beaten by tiny people.
Yeah. Which is why it's kind of funny
like
that they're putting her
size.
that she's, getting the shot.
So, I don't know. I don't really love the fact that it was decided between those two and then the winner of the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
I didn't love that idea. Like, what did the two do to get that championship spot?
Yeah, I agree.
Or the match. What did they do to get in that match to then get a match for the championship? It just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, and I didn't really love the layout of that.
No.
But I guess maybe they didn't want to do too many, like, tournaments or whatever because they're already doing it with the tag belts. And so they were like, okay, well, let's just decide a women's champion, like, now. So let's put these two in a match and have a battle royal and decide who's going to fight for the title.
Yeah.
Which, again, just seems kind of silly to me.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
Whatever.
I thought, just doing it that way.
So then we have the second match in the buy-in. Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans. Riho has won a lot of matches in AEW, so it made sense. I suppose, but still, I just don't love the fact that that's what we're doing. I would much rather have seen, like, a tournament with all the women to determine who could go on,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion, and I think it would have been better, and it would have made more sense to me, and I would have liked it more.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would have... I mean, I don't know. I think right now the women's division...
It's a little rough.
Well, they're just kind of throwing people in there right now. That's what it looks like.
My thing is AEW made a big deal about Shida signing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So you think they would have put her... Yeah.
So, I just don't know. I don't know what to do about that. So Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans.
And maybe the plan is down the road.
Put the belt on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like Private Party. I think they have a lot of potential to be a super huge tag team. Kind of sort of like the Street Profits. Because that's kind of what they strike me as. Is that sort of a tag team?
Yeah.
And so I think they have a lot of potential. But Riho is Kenny's friend. That would make sense.
Yeah.
If that's what they're doing. People on the inside, so to speak.
But that's how you also get...
issues.
Other people becoming tired of the company.
Yeah. So they can't keep doing that.
Yeah.
So, Angelico and Jack Evans, I think they're cool. I like the stuff that they do, like their more lucha situation. I just don't love them yet.
Yeah, I agree. The Riho versus Shida match was not bad.
I'll talk about it in a little bit, just because I have mixed feelings.
I thought there were some like botched moves in it, but
I have mixed feelings. So Private Party gets the win, and I think that was a good choice. They get... Was this moving on to the next tournament or something?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I don't remember what it was for. Then we get to the main card. We get SCU versus the newly named team. Well, that's not their name. They have a name now. Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, Marco Stunt, and Jungle Boy. My favorite trio of life.
Yeah.
I just love them so much. This is a good match to open the show with because it got the crowd involved. They really like Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt. The crowd likes SCU. This was a good match and a good choice.
Match, but I mean, it's one of those things.
I think it was a good choice to start the show with this one.
Well, I mean, I would agree as far as
because
that goes,
I think it got the crowd up.
Yeah, the name's pretty cool. I don't know. It's just
it got into the match. I guess is kind of what I'm trying to say.
It's like
into the beginning of the show, but then it just kind of dropped off from there.
And it's I don't know.
I
just wasn't into. I mean, like I said, the whole night I felt wasn't like the boy and his dinosaur. Yeah,
it's a perfect gimmick.
Yeah,
like someone on Twitter, they were like, "Flying dinosaurs." Yes, that is marketable to everybody. Yeah. Everybody loves it, and everybody will pay money to see it. I can't argue with that.
No.
Like, I just love them. They're such an odd pairing, so to speak, and I love it.
Yeah, I thought
it just makes me love them. And then adding Marco Stunt into it, and he's like this tiny dude, and then like I don't know, it works.
Yeah,
and I love it.
Good night, James.
Enjoy your Labor Day. Gotta get up at 4 a.m.
Sounds like fun.
Not really.
4 a.m. Sounds like fun. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy reminds me of Kane and X-Pac when they teamed together. Yeah, it does kind of remind. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds you of that.
Yeah.
Only I think Jungle Boy's a little smaller than X-Pac. And X-Pac wasn't very big.
So, I really like this match. I was a little disappointed that Jurassic Express didn't win, just because I like them so much. But yeah. SCU won, and I'm okay with that, because I like SCU too, but I just like Jurassic Express more.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things that, like, the whole night I just didn't have the feel of, like, okay, this is a good pay-per-view.
Yeah. So, then we get the second match, and I was, like, so shocked that this was the second match on the card, and it was Kenny Omega versus Pac. I was so shocked this match was second.
Yes.
I thought this would be one of the last 4 matches.
Yep. And it wasn't.
And it wasn't. I have Jurassic Express winning the tag tournament. I would hope so. Because I would love to see them as the first time champs.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, I would absolutely love that. Best match of the night.
I thought it was a good... I mean, it was an okay match as far as, for the night.
I think it was a good match. I don't know.
I don't think it wasn't the best match of the day. But for the AEW pay-per-view, I thought it was a decent match.
Yeah. I would say so.
Pac ends up getting the win.
Which I think was cool. Versus the cleaner.
That's funny.
Was the match of the weekend. That's funny. Yeah, Pac gets the win. I think, there was a spot where he, like, hit his shin off the railing. Yeah. And I was like, that probably hurt just a little bit.
Yeah, doing that flip off the rope and
probably hurt just a little bit.
The metal railing there probably hurt a lot.
That's the one thing that I was like, man. Maybe it's because I don't watch a lot of NXT UK. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I don't watch that much NXT UK. We started watching it within the last...
Probably a month or... Probably about 2 months we started watching it more often.
Yeah, 2 months. 3 months maybe.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like not all that much. And there have been a couple weeks that we missed just because we didn't watch NXT.
Yeah.
And I thought the pay-per-view was really, really good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it just depends on the person. So then we get the next match, which was Jimmy Havoc versus Darby Allin versus Joey Janela. Okay, guys in the back, you had one job. You had to hit the Darby Allin nameplate button for Darby Allin and the Jimmy Havoc
they put up Jimmy Havoc
nameplate button for Jimmy Havoc and the Joey Janela nameplate button for Joey Janela. You had one job. One job to click the button.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even do
Darby Allin,
that right. I just, it's shocking to me.
Yes, I agree, Zandel, that the WWE was better. NXT UK was a lot better than the AEW show
tonight. I do.
Definitely.
I agree. I just couldn't get into this one this time.
Well, I think one of the issues you have here with the AEW is there's no storylines being created.
Yeah.
And once we start having weekly shows, then I think they can start building some storylines. Or they better start building storylines, because if they want to keep people interested, there has to be some sort of storyline to go with it. Yeah. And I just don't think right now there is that.
Jimmy Havoc was the right choice to win. I will agree.
I think they could have picked any of them, and it would have been okay.
I do too. I really wanted Joey Janela to win, just because I like Joey Janela. But, you know.
Yeah.
Jimmy Havoc's cool too.
Again, it was just, it was another match that I thought was
I liked
okay.
all the crazy stuff that they did.
I just didn't like,
Jeez, the thumbtacks to the mouth with the tape. You couldn't get the tape on at first. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Joey Janela, he had the tape. He wrapped it around him, and then he untaped his mouth, and Jimmy was like,
yeah.
And it was really
this
funny.
was just another match that it didn't really. I mean, it was a match, but it wasn't.
I liked all the hardcore stuff in it. That's what sold me.
Drawing you in.
I think Darby should have won to push him more. I can agree with that. I
think they could have done that.
Yeah. Moxley and Omega was a storyline that will keep people interested. Yeah. And then they couldn't do that because Mox had his MRSA.
Well, no, but that's...
Which is nothing you can't, control that stuff, but...
That's the thing is that's one of the few storylines they have created
and then
try and keep people interested.
And then they couldn't go through with that because of Mox's injury. So, it sucks.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's...
That was the one storyline that they really built up. And then the other storyline I think they really built up was... Well, they kind of had two. That would be Cody and Shawn, and then
I agree.
the Lucha Bros and Young Bucks, which they already had their stuff there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that match will be used for the next one.
If he's ready to come back by the next pay-per-view. That is.
Yeah, if he's ready to come back.
Well, I mean, as far as
if he's been cleared. I think because of Hangman losing, they go with Pac. I thought they were going to go with Hangman versus Pac kind of as a...
They might be going in that direction.
Building off of, what they had done, what the plan was before. And then, things didn't go that way tonight.
Yeah. I could see them definitely going back on the Hangman and Pac thing. They had a little backstage thing that was posted on Twitter of Pac kind of calling him out, but he didn't really do anything. They'll be doing Pac versus Hangman, just not with the title, which sucks.
Well, I think it's cool because you don't always have to have the title up for grabs. It makes an interesting match.
But I know,
without having to worry about the title being up for grabs.
I know, but I wish.
So if they do Pac versus Hangman without the title being involved, then I'm cool with it.
But I wish...
Because there's a storyline there.
Tonight, I wish that Jericho had not won the title. And I wish it was Hangman. And then if they were going to do Hangman versus Pac, it would be for the title. That's what I wish would have happened. Because I just have mixed feelings about Jericho being champ. The first champ. Which I'll talk about in a little bit. But, I just... It's tough. It's a tough spot to be in. So then we get Pac cheated in the match in the UK.
Yes. I thought they were going to build off of it.
They haven't done anything
more
yet.
than they have. I couldn't get into some of the matches because of the commentary.
It was just off.
Again,
everything tonight was just off.
Well, one of the things I mentioned was
show with JR.
First off, I don't think that Excalibur should be doing commentary.
He kept calling Pac.
And as far as
I'm like, bro,
his
name is Pac.
JR goes, I think
everybody else calls him Pac. The other two guys on commentary are calling him Pac, and you're like Pac.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
I think as far as JR goes, I think one of the things he needs is like a storyline to go with it.
He's good at doing.
And there's just, none of these matches. There's no storylines to go with it to back up anything that's going on.
JR needs someone to be a hero.
Oh, he definitely needs something like that. That helps him out a lot.
Yeah.
I think. And it makes things. He feeds off of it and does a really good job with it.
Yeah.
But I also think if there were storylines behind these matches, I think it would have been a lot better.
I know JR was calling Pac wrong. Everyone calls him Pac. Since when?
Yeah, I've always heard him.
I've always heard him called Pac, not Pac. That's just weird.
Yeah.
There were two guys on commentary calling him Pac. And then the one guy was calling him Pac.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? That's not his name.
Yeah, who cares what his name is?
I don't know.
It
just...
I call him Neville.
Oh my gosh. That made me think. There was a tweet. Somebody, they announced that he's 206 pounds, and then the crowd starts chanting 205.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was
funny.
So funny. So, anyways, moving on. Dark Order versus Best Friends. The winner of this match gets a bye in the first round. They get to go to the second round. Justin Roberts called him Pac. Shivani called him Pac. Well, that's weird, because I feel like he's always been called Pac.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was always called.
Well, now it's making me rethink the way of life.
Nah, I'm just going to start calling him Neville.
I'm just going to call him Pac. Orange Cassidy.
On fire.
That was the only good thing about this. I'm sorry, it was. I don't like the Dark Order. The Best Friends gimmick, I like it. I just need to see more of it to get into it.
I like the Dark Order gimmick.
I don't like it on those two dudes.
Who's running the Dark Order gimmick?
I don't like it on those two dudes.
No.
I don't like the Dark Order. I don't like that name on them.
No.
I would not call them the Dark Order.
No.
I would call them something else. Because when I think of Dark Order, I think Uno and Dos.
Yeah.
Let's just call them that. I don't think it really matters when it comes to Pac.
Nah. One of the Best Friends looks like AJ Styles from the
TNA days. I just didn't care for this. Like I said, I don't like the Dark Order. And I need to see more Best Friends to get into them, because as of right now, I really don't care for them either. I think the gimmick is cool and could be cool, but I just don't care. So Dark Order gets the win, and they try to carry off Best Friends. But before that can happen, it goes dark, and Orange Cassidy teleports into the ring. OC man, the original OC, Orange Cassidy. He should claim copyright on that.
Well, yeah. Well,
the trademark.
Yeah.
He should claim trademark on that. Anybody seen stuff about trademarks recently on Twitter?
I think the Dark Order, if the Dark Order thing was on someone else other than the guys it's on,
I think it'd be fine. Maybe.
I think you could do some pretty cool stuff with it. But
Dark
with
Order
the people
and
that are
librarian
doing
gimmick
it,
can go away. Yes, please.
I think it could just go away.
I'm just done with Lucha Bros and Young Bucks.
The librarian gimmick, I'm willing to sit and wait and see what they do when they start doing the regular shows.
I really don't care for it.
I haven't been impressed with it, but I'm willing to give it a shot more than I will this Dark Order thing. I don't really want to give either a shot.
Yeah,
I was going to make some comments when we get down to the Lucha Bros versus...
Which will be in just a couple minutes.
Young Bucks.
So, anyways, Orange Cassidy, the original OC. Like I said, he should claim trademark on that. And she shows up to save the Best Friends.
Yeah.
So, You know? Cool. Okay, quick, while we're talking about trademarks, because I brought that up. Ric Flair.
I still don't think they're going to get a reaction. I just think that the guys that are doing it, it doesn't fit them.
Guys, Ric Flair decided he was going to claim trademark on the man. I don't know how he can do that.
This is out of the blue.
I know it is, because I talk about trademarks, because, you know, thinking of Orange Cassidy and OC, I was like, he should claim that, the original OC, Orange Cassidy. He should claim trademark on that. You know, and then it got me, like, thinking about the man thing.
Well, you're just mad
Ric Flair this morning.
It has to do with Becky Lynch.
I am. Because what is that going to do for her stuff?
Yeah. Nothing.
Does that make any sense to anybody?
Also, I hate Pentagon's taunt. It's annoying. Yes, pretty much.
I don't know. It just made me mad. I was like, that's stupid. I don't understand how he can claim trademark.
To be the man.
I don't care if that's what that is, though. Like, then trademark the whole thing.
Yeah.
Don't just trademark the man. When has he ever called himself the man in his career? So Rick versus Becky.
Yep. Yes. For the trademark. We're going to find out who the man is.
Like, I just don't understand how he can do that. It makes no sense to me.
They're not even going to go for the belt. It's going to be for the man.
It's good. Yeah.
The man title.
For the man. The title of the man. Becky wins. She gets to continue being the man.
Yeah.
Rick wins. Well, he doesn't get to be the man. And Becky gets to keep it
anyway. Why, Charlotte?
Pretty much. I just don't understand it. Like.
No.
And especially the timing. Like, she is at an all-time peak of her career. And he decides to trademark it now. She's been calling herself the man for over a year. For, probably closer to a year and a half. And he decides to trademark it now? Why?
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense.
It makes no sense.
No.
So, if he wanted to trademark it, he should have trademarked it from the very beginning.
I think he's going to have trouble getting it trademarked.
And I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how he can do that.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me.
No sense at all.
No. I will never call Ric Flair the man. Never. Ever. Never. Sorry. I just won't.
No.
So, don't trademark it, man. Nobody thinks of you as the man.
Nope. I agree.
All you gotta do is agree with me. Because if you don't, we're gonna have issues.
Yeah, I know.
So, moving on. Riho versus...
by the way, it's been confirmed by a few sources, not named Shepard, that the main event of Hell in a Cell is Bray Wyatt versus in the Universal title match versus either Braun or Seth, which is stupid. I don't think they need to do that. They should just kick /click or any.
I just don't get it.
I don't
understand.
See, I don't think you need to. Why are they putting Bray Wyatt in a title match? I think they should have him taunting everybody rather than trying to get the title.
Being in a title match. I don't have a problem with that.
I do.
And everybody has to go after him.
But the thing is the Fiend doesn't seem like one that would like be going after a title match.
Not necessarily.
Now he may be going after people just to taunt them and
he might be going after
destroy them.
They might play it out like he just goes after whoever it is for whatever, and then along the way he's like, "Oh, he's champ. I'll take his title too."
I guess whatever.
You know. Well, whether we like it or not, Bray is getting a title match strike while the iron is hot.
I guess.
I think it's too early to put him in a title match.
I personally don't think he needs to be in a title match with the gimmick.
I don't think he needs to be in a title match.
With that, I don't think he needs to be in a title match.
I don't think he needs it, but I think they probably want it for him.
Now, if he wants to go, like destroy the champion, then I think that'd be cool. But I mean, I don't think he needs to be in a title match to do anything with this character.
Yeah, I agree. That makes sense to me.
And in fact, I think it looks better because now he's gonna. It's like a weakness.
Yeah. Well, everybody's gonna be coming after him. Bray doesn't need the title, but I think the title needs Bray.
Yeah.
I could say so. I think it would make the Universal title a big deal again.
It makes more sense, I guess, as far as that goes. Because
right now, the Universal Championship, it doesn't really mean anything.
But
it's supposed to be your big championship that everybody talks about, and it's not.
But if Bray, at some point in time, he's going to have to lose the title.
So he could pull a Brock Lesnar. Keep it for, a year.
I guess.
2 years. 5 years.
So then we get Riho versus Shida.
Yes. You're like, I'm not even going to try and pronounce her first name.
Hikaru.
Hikaru?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Hikaru?
Yeah. Just say Shida.
Shida. Riho gets the win. Again, I don't really... I just...
Well,
I thought Shida was going to win the match.
Well, this was another match that I was
better.
like, okay. It's a match.
I didn't care for it. I get some people really like...
Yeah, I felt the same way. This was a match.
Like the Japanese wrestling stuff. I just don't care for it. I really don't. There have been several times that I've seen the Japanese style.
Buzz Zandel and Scott are saying it.
I just don't like it.
Well, again, it's like you guys said. It's just a meh. Okay, it's a match. That
this
should have been on
the buy-in.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely should have been on the buy-in.
I disagree. I think the UK women's match was better than this.
Well, I think the one thing, again, I think the UK's women's match was ended early.
I do too. I just leave the room when they come on, honestly. I just look at my phone. I'm sorry, I do. I'm just being honest here. I looked up every now and again to see what was happening, but I just don't care.
Yeah, I wasn't like impressed by it or anything.
And then have the women's battle royal on the main show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or move Private Party and
I was gonna say you could have had the
tag match on here and put both the women's things on there. I just didn't care about that match at Takeover. If it was on the buy-in, no one would buy the show. Yeah, I suppose they had to keep the Private Party on there.
Well, maybe they would, Scott, because they'd go, the show has to be better than this buy-in, so we're gonna buy it.
I don't know, man. I just don't really care for it, and it's not. Kaylee Ray and Toni Storm deserve better than that. I agree, but if Toni's injured and they can't do much, then like they can only do what they can do, you know. And I really do think the match was cut short. Like
I do too. I think it was. And maybe the plan was to cut it short anyway because of injury, and which is why Walter and
Bate went longer, or
like
maybe
forever.
That's why they added the Cesaro.
It might have been both.
Ilja Dragunov match.
Because maybe they were expecting that to go like a half hour or 45 minutes or something, and then because
I would have expected it to go a lot longer than what it did.
It just seemed to end quick.
It did, and like I said, the only reason I can think of why that happened is because Toni's injured. Or to save time for Walter's match.
It might have been.
Maybe. But I don't know. Triple H wouldn't strike me as the dude who's like, okay, let's take away from the women's to add to Walter's match. That just doesn't make sense.
Yes, the main event on NXT UK was awesome.
Excellent.
Love the Walter and...
In the running for match of the year.
Bate match,
and if it's not, I'm going to be a little mad. Because it should be.
No, it didn't have any reason to go any longer than it did.
No.
But it was a good match, I thought.
I think the timing's fine.
Just the way, I thought everything they did was awesing.
I think it was excellent.
And I didn't think it. I was sitting there and I didn't think it went as long as it did.
No, and it really didn't. I was like looking at the clock. I was like, wow, that went.
And I think a lot of that's just because it was a good match.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I totally didn't feel like I was sitting there for an hour watching it because it felt like.
Or 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
40 minutes, whatever. But it really didn't feel like that, and I thought it was excellent.
Yeah.
And I thought the timing was perfect, and I thought the amount of interest. I thought it was really good.
Wrestling fans will always be upset.
Yes,
gotta have something to complain about, Scott.
So next we have Cody versus Shawn. Had Bate beat Walter, I would have had an issue with that. I would have been okay with it. I wouldn't have had a problem with it. I truly think NXT, both brands, put on best pay-per-views.
Yes, no doubt about it. We've been saying that for a while now, that probably the best pay-per-view, probably the best brands right now are both the NXTs.
Yeah.
I knew how long it was because I was on my lunch break.
I admit, man, I just thought it was good. I really did.
Yeah.
Thought it was excellent.
Definitely.
So, Cody versus Shawn. I thought this was actually pretty good.
This is another... Nah.
I thought it was, like, better than the rest of the show had been.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think
it was probably one of the better matches of the night.
I think Alexander Wolf is beating him.
Walter shouldn't be beaten for a while. I don't think he will be.
Cody should have lost.
I thought they were...
With what they did, I don't think he should have lost.
Well, here's what I think. I think they're setting up a
MJF.
Him and MJF.
Yeah.
Someone Spears' entrance music is someone who's part of the NXT brand backstage.
Arn Anderson, best spine buster.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Wolf
isn't turning.
Did you look at his face?
Wolf is going to turn.
Did you look at his face,
It may
Matt?
not be like real soon, but he's going to turn.
Did you see when Walter held up the title? He looked up at it and had that devilish grin like, I'm going to steal that from you one day. Just you wait, buddy. It's coming.
Within 2 months, Wolf will turn.
Just you wait. When I am right.
Wrestle and flow.
When I'm right, Matt, you can just apologize. For nothing.
I thought they were gonna have. I thought they were gonna have Arn come down with Cody in the first place.
They all had the same face. Not really. Not like Wolf's. I was looking at all of them. Okay. Jeez. Wolf would turn. See, Scott gets it.
Okay, to decide to do that entrance song.
So yeah, Shawn Spears' excellent entrance song. I loved it. It was really good. Shawn had Tully Blanchard in his corner, and Cody, nope. Telling me nope.
He's answering the question.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. He could be telling me nope.
Maybe he's telling me, nope, Wolf will turn. Or
again, Matt, when we're right, just wait.
Wolf's gonna turn.
Just wait. We're calling it now.
In the next couple of months, he's
lay
gonna
all
turn.
the bets on the table. He's gonna turn.
Yep.
And when he does, I'm sorry, Matt, you're gonna be disappointed. But he's going to turn.
Yes.
I promise it.
Best part of the match
was Arn Anderson. I agree.
Yes.
So
I thought it was good.
Cody has to pick who he wants to have come down with him. He has all 4 members of the Nightmare Family come out.
I don't know when MGF became part of the Nightmare Family, but hey.
MGF. We're calling it MGF now because before he called him JMF.
Together. It just won't be include Wolf in there.
He'll just turn on him.
Yeah.
He wasn't an original member anyways.
Yeah.
So, makes sense. He's going to turn. Matt, again, just you wait. You'll see. You'll see.
Yes.
So anyways, they had the Nightmare Family come down. Umjuf and
Umjuf.
Brandy and I can't think of what his dog's Pharaoh.
Spike. Let's call him Spike.
No, Pharaoh. And Diamond Dallas Page. They all came down with him, and the ref was like, bro, you can only have one. And he was like, Umjuf.
Yeah.
You're my guy.
You stick around. Wolf was an original member for NXT UK.
I understand. Matt, I'm not talking about original NXT. I'm talking about an original member of Imperium.
That's what he's talking about, though.
No.
Oh.
He's not an original member of Imperium.
Oh, got you.
He showed up and helped the guys out after Imperium was built.
I got you. I know what you're saying.
Imperium was...
First Undisputed, I want to... That'd be
What
good.
are you talking about then, man? You're confusing us. More so, you're confusing me, okay? Imperium started
Which isn't
off
hard to do.
with Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner and Walter. The 3 of them came together. After the fact, like 2 or 3 weeks later, Alexander Wolf helped him. He showed up, he attacked the dude, and then he joined them. He wasn't there at the beginning. Not when they first started Imperium.
Yeah.
So, my philosophy is, because he did not start with them, he's going to turn on him. Just wait.
I think he's going to turn on him anyway. Whether he was or not, I think he's going to turn him.
Okay. So, he
Watching
wasn't an
the New
original...
Japan and JPW show tonight.
Okay. Got it, Matt. No, what I'm saying is he wasn't an original member in NXT UK, so my theory's right. That's what it boils down to. So, when he turns on him, just wait. Yeah, Scott, get the hashtag up there. Hurry, quick. Get the hashtag up there, man. You gotta let the world know. Hashtag.
Even when she's not, she is. Haigner's not original. Not a huge fan of NJPW. Don't really catch my eye. I mean, I'll watch any wrestling. I mean, sometimes I just think that some of the wrestling is just like flying around and there's no
There's like a lot of wrestling to watch.
Yeah.
And time is...
no storyline behind some of it.
Yeah, time is just time. It's
Yeah.
difficult. So, anyways, Cody versus Shawn. Arn comes down and helps Cody. And then Tully's like...
And then he walks out.
And he just walks away.
I have no clue what the point of that was.
Like, he just, like, left.
Yeah.
MJF is left at ringside, and Shawn, like, grabs a chair.
Yeah, I don't know what
like,
the whole
Shawn,
Tully Blanchard thing was like. I have no clue.
the ref is like,
no clue what they were doing.
You dropped the chair! And he's like, fine, I'll drop the chair. Cody picks the chair up and, like, throws it at, what's his face? Shawn. And then he, like, kicks him, and then the chair drops, and then he hits the crossroads, I believe, and then he pins him for the win. And then it looked like MJF was going to turn on him, but he didn't. So, plus Wolf is not great on his own. That's why they put him with Sanity. I don't care.
He will be great when he beats
Walter. He's
Walter.
going to beat Walter.
Or he's going to cost. Or if he doesn't
now.
beat Walter, he's going to cost Walter the title.
We are calling it now. He's going to turn on Imperium. Bottom line, he's turning on Imperium. And when it happens, again, we called it first.
Bro, Wolf is an amazing wrestler by himself.
See, I think
it's going to be
Joe Coffey.
I don't know.
No. Wolf.
He may beat him, but I think that
Wolf.
Wolf's going to cause the issues.
Wolf. Are we going to get a Maven rant at 1 a.m.? No, it's going to be Wolf. Like, why is this even a question anymore? Scott, throw the hashtag up. Hashtag, Maven's always right. Hashtag, don't mess with me. Hashtag, Wolf's gonna beat Walter. He's gonna turn on him. Like, it's coming. Just wait. And again, when I'm right, we throw that hashtag up there again. Hashtag.
Look, you got both of them thrown up there for you.
Maven's always right. I just... Well, you don't see it? You'll see it in like a couple months, man. Trent will beat Walter.
I don't know who, like I said, I don't know who's going to beat him.
But I just know Wolf is turning on Imperium.
Wolf is going to cost him something.
That was the major thing here.
Yeah.
Wolf is turning on Imperium.
Yeah.
Okay. Hashtag Maven's always right. Thank you. That was my PSA for the day, or for 1 a.m. Now we have Lucha Bros versus Young Bucks in the AAA Tag Team Championship ladder match. Maven will beat Walter. Heck yeah, I will. Come on. I'll take him on. I'm going to pull a Tyler Bate.
You're as big as Tyler Bate almost.
Big, strong boy. And I'll just, lift him up, throw him across the ring. Just gotta, deadlift. Doesn't matter who beats him. Maven's
always right. That's the important thing.
That's the important thing here.
So Lucha Bros and Young Bucks, I thought was kind of a meh.
No,
I think the biggest problem with Lucha Bros and Young Bucks is they wrestle so much.
You won't have to tell me. You won't have to tell me I told you so because I'm going to be right. See, that's how we get out of that.
Lucha Bros and Young Bucks have been happened so many times that Dave Mastiff.
Bro, he put in 2 different names. He was like, "It's going to be Joe Coffey." Now it's going to be Dave Mastiff. I enjoyed the Lucha Bros. Not gonna lie, I did too.
I think that
I did enjoy this match.
It's put on so much, and again, you need to. I want to see the Young Bucks fight somebody else. I'd like to see the Lucha Bros fight somebody else, and this is just I hope that they don't do this show every week. When they start having shows.
I don't think they will because I think they're trying to start something with new tag team.
Yes, I think it's just too much of Lucha Bros versus Young Bucks.
I can understand that. I like it, though. I don't have a problem with it. Because I thought this match was really good. There were a lot of spots. There were a couple spots that I was like, ooh, that didn't look good. And there were a couple spots that I was like, ooh, that really didn't look good.
Yeah.
And then there were a couple spots that I was like, wow.
Watch him go back to Omega versus Jericho. Yeah.
Marks knew who they are. It was kind of scary at the end when Nick, I think, fell and went through the table, but hit his head on one of the tables. Yeah, there were 2 tables set up, and I almost thought he didn't go through it.
Yeah.
I thought he missed the tables completely and just landed on the floor, but then I realized that there was a second table in front of it, and I was like, oh. Jeez. That really didn't look good. But
yeah.
it was, and then the what's it called? Canadian Destroyer off the ladder. Jeez. That was like, dang. That was good.
Yeah.
It was like, ugh.
Again, this match just wasn't.
For you.
No.
You just didn't like it. Which is fine. So, Lucha Bros retain, which I think was a good choice, and then they get attacked by 2 masked figures after. They reveal themselves as LAX, I believe. Is that how we say this? Yeah. LAX. I think it's LAX, though.
Yeah.
Who were contracts with Impact ended, and they are now in AEW. So I would assume we're probably going to get a Lucha Bros and LAX feud out of this, which I think would be good to get them away from the Young Bucks. So the Young Bucks could do something else, focus on the AEW championships.
You got to do something.
Impact is trying to trademark.
What's
up with all the trademarking
recently? A lot of trademark
recently?
stuff going on.
Ric Flair's trademarking the man. LeBron James is trying to trademark Taco Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And now Impact is trying to trademark LAX.
That's why Pac and Omega better, because it was it's definitely a fresh match. It was something different, something kind of, it was kind of out of the blue.
Does Impact have money to trademark? So then we get told
they probably have enough to get a trademark.
A pay-per-view coming up, Full Gear. It's pay-per-view promotion for November 9th. So that is the next pay-per-view. Impact didn't even come up with it. LAX.
Which would be stupid to try and fight and trademark anything.
Hey, you know what? Ric Flair didn't come up with the man. So.
And LeBron James didn't come up with Taco Tuesday.
So why do they get to trademark those two? The world may never know. It's dumb, though.
Well,
just saying.
They didn't get a trademark yet. It's just they're trying to.
Well, the man has a little TM by it.
Oh. Well, he might have his trademarked. But LeBron James hasn't yet. He just filed.
It's legit, trademarked,
yes.
Which makes me question it.
That's stupid.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. Dumb.
I don't get it at all. So, anyways, then we get the main event, which was Adam Page versus Chris Jericho.
Again,
I think this was good. Jericho, I think he cut himself open.
Well, it was a good match, but it wasn't
I think he took a blade to his forehead.
Yeah.
Because he was, in the ring and,
yeah.
Was fine. And then he rolled out and he was, bleeding down his face. And so I'm assuming that's what he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And I was...
this match, again, I thought it was a good match, but it's just one of those, nah. Okay.
It was okay. I don't like that Jericho got the belt.
I'm okay with it, depending on what they're going to do.
I'm fine with it, but I'm not fine with it. Because I really wish they would have put it on the new fresh talent to get new fresh talent over.
Well, and
not put Jericho as the title holder first. I wonder who he's going to feud with.
To be honest, I wish Adam would have won, but I understand Jericho won because they're going to TNT. Yeah, I think that's probably the big thing is.
But I think it's stupid.
Yeah, well, I think the one thing is you want to have a big name wrestler out there, and so when you go to TNT, so I think that makes a lot.
I understand it. I just don't like it
because everybody knows Jericho.
Yeah.
So you can go, hey, look, our champion is Chris Jericho.
Yeah. I don't know. I just.
Of course, then you're gonna have some people go, yeah, that guy couldn't make it in WWE,
so now he's on AEW, and look at him now. I just don't. I don't know. I'm fine with it, but I just wish they would have put it on the new talent.
Yeah, I think it would have been good if they would have put it on.
Just for, so people aren't okay, well, this washed up wannabe is now champ. Awesome. Yeah. Excellent. You know?
I can see that.
And so I just don't. It's difficult. But I'm okay with it. Not happy about it, but okay.
It's just a hangman in the future of AEW, so that's why I wanted him to win. And he's I think he is the future, and I think eventually he's going to have the title.
I agree. I hope it's soon.
I think the big thing was having the title going on the TV on someone that is well known.
Yeah,
I think that's the big thing.
I suppose that makes sense. So I believe.
So overall, I would say NXT was better than
Yes, it was.
AEW. But again, AEW right now I think is going to be weak until they start having like weekly shows where they can build some storylines and get some stuff going for their pay-per-views.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't a bad show.
I
like the first UK Takeover better.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that, really, so far, any of the NXT takeovers have been really good. Mm-hmm. And it hasn't just been, one or the other. I think all of them have been pretty good. It's had solid shows.
Yeah. So, I think that's pretty much it.
Yep. I think with that,
we'll be back on Monday.
We will be back on Monday
to recap
with our Raw
Monday night.
I think each takeover gets better than the last.
I agree. I'd say that's accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
So, Monday. We'll be
with
back
that, we'll be back
Raw.
Monday. Reminder, we stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and after every pay-per-view. If tell your friends about us. Tell your friends about us. Let's see. What else was I going to say? Oh, hit the little bell button so you know when we go live. Subscribe to us if you haven't already. Hit the like button or the dislike button. If you dislike us, let us know what you didn't like so we can fix things and make things better. With that, have a great night, Zandel. I hope I'm saying your name right. And that Tegan Knox is in NXT UK that shows off my women's title plan. Yes.
We will see everybody.
See you on Monday. With that, peace out.